everyone, today I am finally sharing my part in the Enchanted Fairy Collab that's been going on during the entire month of March. This was hosted by Creating with Jovi, and I will link her probably in the title, if not definitely the description box. And she opened it up to people on her channel. She did a video and I signed up, and my day to post is finally today. Now I ended up doing a little more than I said. I said I'd do a collage. Well, I did 3 journal spreads and 1 page in 3 separate journals for different sizes and different effects. So I can't wait to show all of these to you. I'll go quicker than I normally do for my pages, don't worry. And for those of you new to my channel, to the collab, welcome. I do lots of journaling pages as well as unboxing subscription boxes. I unbox subscription boxes that have journaling ephemera and things related to stationery, as well as basically any other subject under the sun. So there's something for everybody on here, in my opinion. So I hope that if you're new from this collab, that I'll get to see you in future videos. I've been following along all month, and I'm so excited that it's finally my turn to share my creations. So if you'd like to see all these amazing journal pages that I spent a lot of time on, then please stay tuned. So Jovi did create an amazing kit in her Etsy shop, a download digital kit called Celtic Fantasy. It's still available if you'd like to buy it. It's $4 and then you print it out. I don't have access to a printer, let alone like a really good quality color printer. Plus I have lots of fairy items. I mean, Enchanted Fairy Forest. I mean, look at this journal alone. I wanted to kind of, as beautiful as Jovi's kit is, she did an amazing job and I really loved it. I did have some of my own items. This is right up my alley that I really wanted to use. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, but I want to tell you that there were 25 other channels participating in this collab throughout the month, and I'm just trying to share as many as possible on my YouTube and journaling Instagram. If you don't know my journaling Instagram, it's paperdragonfly_journaling. I've been sharing them there in the stories. I also have the slide that shows who's posting on what day. And also, guys, this is an open collab. You can still participate. Jovi is finishing up tomorrow on March 30th with the final post of the month. But feel free to tag her, or if you're from my channel, you know, tag me. If you'd like to participate, tag us both. You have to tag her, but let me know or message me or tag me that you've participated. I'd love to see what you create and use the hashtag Enchantedfairycollab. We didn't have to use Jovi's kit. It was just optional. I do think it's really pretty, and a lot of the videos this month have shown it, and it's gorgeous. But I'm going to start. So this journal this is something I got in the Paperclips advent calendar, and it is perfect. Enchanted Forest. I mean, I really think this is an Enchanted Forest journal. I think that's what it's called. And I mean, we've got everything from a butterfly. We've got an owl up here. I mean, moon. This is just Enchanted Forest. There it was. I knew it was somewhere on the journal. It's on the back in gold foil. Got this beautiful deer down here. So I'm going to start. This is actually the first entries in this journal. I think I'm going to try to keep this one nature oriented, maybe, but I haven't quite decided yet. So because of that, I did put a little dragonfly on the cover, and didn't say this journal belongs to, but my Instagram is paperdragonfly_journaling, so why not? Then my very first collage. I don't normally name my collages, but if I did, I would probably call this one Mushroom Overgrowth or Hedgehog House, because these amazing stickers, you will recognize these from my wonderful friend Tracy Bell. I'll link her below if you don't know her. She's a great Instagrammer that does tons of beautiful journal collages, and I know she's been watching the Enchanted Fairy Collab on YouTube, so I thank Tracy for watching, and she sent me some amazing friend mail that had these beautiful little houses and background pages. A lot of the ones of the mushrooms in the forest you see come from her. But I did what I said I wouldn't do or didn't like to do, and that's fussy cutting. A lot of these stickers, for example, this little hedgehog was on the mushroom. I fussy cut, cut it around him. It was one of those where you had to cut around and then it would peel back as a sticker. I put him inside the sticker of the house, so he didn't come with this little house. But look, there's mushrooms here. I got mushrooms everywhere on this page. Look at this side. I added in some random dragonflies and butterflies because why not? And don't worry, I do have some pages with fairies. I just wanted to show this one first. Beautiful green washi tape on the side here and a little bit on the other page from Paperclips. I know I need to go faster, but I did also fussy cut this deer. The stag is underneath these little mushrooms here. So yeah, I know the size proportions are off, but I just wanted to I even cut, yeah, I did. I cut between the front and back legs here. I mean, I am really proud of myself for all of this fussy cutting. This is not something I normally do. These green mushrooms over here, you can see this entire mushroom was cut out, and on the inside I did leave these little bit of space here between the smaller ones. When you do this, you kind of have to judge if you're going to accidentally cut it off or if it's going to break. I did have the little bit of the stag antlers break, and I have to shout out Carol from the channel Crinkled Path. All of the channels, the 25 channels their links will be down below in the description box, so you can go and check out any of the creations that you'd like. I hope you can at least go see Jovi. I know it's late in the month, but maybe treat it as an April collab and watch one a day throughout April if you're interested. But please do watch Creating with Jovi. She made a bunch of projects throughout the year and did an amazing job coordinating a total of 26 channels in this collab. So thank you so much, Jovi, for inviting me. Really appreciate it. But anyway, back to Carol. She was day 9, and she did a kind of tutorial on fussy cutting about how to keep your wrist straight and move the paper instead of moving the scissors. And I thought, I mean, that was a game changer for me, and that really helped me. So thank you to Carol. And I've also, because of that, started using it. I fussy cut this bird out up here, and I really appreciate that and everything else I've learned technique-wise in this collab. So here's my first one. I know I said I was going to go quick, and I hope this is quick enough, but I do really like this one. I love using mushrooms. These mushrooms came from the very first box of stickers that I bought for any of my collages. It was from Grabby, and not their subscription box, but the actual store. I bought these and finally getting to use all these mushrooms. So this is awesome, and obviously Enchanted Forest. We'll get to some fairies shortly. Just wanted to also point out that I put in another hedgehog right down there in the mushrooms, and I fussy cut this mushroom as well. I'm very proud of my fussy cutting. But yeah, this hedgehog is super cute, and I just love this. This is like one of my favorite parts of this collage, the little hedgehog. Now these supplies you can probably recognize. Most of this page, except for the 2 mushroom stickers, are from Paperclips, same company that the journal is from. Her beautiful, I remembered, unfortunately, this was the last page I made. I remembered at the very end that I had a Enchanted Forest subscription box from Paperclips from January 2023. She might still have some of these items in her store. She does have past items from boxes that she sells. You can take a look, but it literally had a fairy cut out, and I did fussy cutting all along these borders of this. I guess I really got into it, and I made sure I put her beautiful Enchanted Forest washi tape along the outside. Coralie from Paperclips does an amazing job designing her products in washi. I've got one back page from Tracy here, and this other sticker up here. This beautiful fairy is also Paperclips with butterflies from Paperclips and a little tiny squirrel. And of course this mushroom is hanging in kind of like the gates entryway to the forest. She had words. She actually had the word fairies, but I just used Enchanted Forest. This might be my favorite page. I like both of them that came out in this journal the best. But let me know. Let me know in the comments what your favorite pages are. And I've got more to show you in my other journals. For those of you who have been following my collages, you kind of know that I've stopped covering the entire page, and I've left a lot of white. Like you saw that especially in my Carnival collab video with the Carnival collage that I did with my friend Chelsea Gainey. Please go check that out if you haven't. And I've got a whole playlist I will link in the description box and the end cards if you want to see my journal pages at the end. But so I decided to go back to making no white space. And I have trouble with that, especially if they're beautiful backgrounds and beautiful pages. I have trouble covering things up, basically. So I wanted to use these papers that I got from Temu with this tree bark. I love this bark. I cut off part of it and had kind of like a tree opening at both sides here. I just cut off the same amount of strip. This one came with all the birds and branches. I added that butterfly sticker. Talk about fussy cutting. I fussy cut this eagle out, beak and all, just not the tips of the wings. They would have broken off, at least in my experience. More papers from Tracy Bell in the back. Thank you so much, Tracy. The mushroom papers here came from the Sticky Club advent calendar from 2023. I actually cut out one of the envelopes. There's every envelope for the vintage advent calendar came with some type of mushroom design. And I had this beautiful stag here in my stash, I think from Temu. This is a Paperclips sticker, that owl up there. Again, some butterflies, mushrooms thrown in. I think my favorite part is, again, we've got another house sticker, a little hobbit type forest. And this green page here was from something I got from Amazon from Christmas. It's a total owl book filled with owl pages, but everything has to be cut out. So I made sure that one thing about Jovi's kit was she had lots of greens and yellows, so I did have a chance to highlight some yellows by putting the sticker right over the yellow flower, so it looks like it's kind of walking into the door and you see the yellow flowers there. I love that part of this collage. I put another fairy here from Paperclips from the Enchanted Forest box. I wanted to make sure I got some fairies somewhere on this page. So this, I'll have more detailed pictures on my journaling Instagram, and I might even put them on my YouTube Instagram, since this is a collab on the YouTube channel. But I like this one. It ended up turning out really well. This one took me probably 3 hours to do in total, maybe longer. I know it doesn't look like much, but it was a lot of sizing the papers and cutting it, and of course the fussy cutting. So I've got one more to show you. And in case you're wondering, that collage just came, I put it in my Archer and Olive journal. This is the 8x8 that they specialize in. I really do love the size. I do skip some pages, but so far it's held up the best, but it's also spine-wise, but it's also the one I've used the most, as you can tell. And I do skip pages still in it. So next I have another one to show you in another journal. This journal was from the Journal Junk Box. You've seen it frequently on my channel. I do like the size of this one, and the spine is really good. So I'm excited for that. Here we go. Now this one's different. I had a book from Amazon that was literally Enchanted Forest themed, also with animals, mushrooms, fairies. However, if you can tell, it's not as vintagey, and there's white around all of the stickers. And I thought I had all these fairy stickers, but look, it would have, to put these white ones in those other collages, in my opinion, would have ruined it. And I know a lot of people use distressed ink and, you know, that technique, and we'll use a brush and we'll brush out that white part. I don't really want to get into that if possible. So this was the first one I did. It has the most fairies probably. And I do really like the background page here with the stag. They had big, beautiful, I mean, this background page was the perfect size for this journal. And I do really like the fairy sitting over here playing with a younger fairy on a mushroom. Looks like here, it looks like the fairy is talking and getting wisdom, in my opinion, from the toad. I set up some nice stories here. Beautiful butterfly, kind of fairy chariot pick sticker up here that was so cool. So I do really love these stickers, but just those white borders kind of ruin them, in my opinion. Now they might stick out nicely on a black page, but even here you can tell, like I tried to put this in, this butterfly was on the page. Adding this one just looks fake, and same with the ladybugs. So I tried, but I did want to use, I did one sticker here from Grabby to put in some mushrooms, but it just got to the point where I was only going to use this type of sticker on this spread. I hope I held this one still enough. So these are my 3 spreads in one page. Please comment below if you had a certain spread that you like the best, or a certain part of a spread. And definitely leave me a comment. I do love interacting with all of you. Thank you so much if you're new to the collab, and big thanks to Jovi for inviting me to this amazing collab. We all did different projects. It didn't have to be collages. Most were craft and paper related. One lady even did an amazing fairy garden, and there was some clay ornaments. There was a wide variety of crafts. So thank you so much again to Jovi. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I've had a lot of fun watching the collab throughout the month, sharing as many videos as possible. And all these pages will be pictured throughout the next couple weeks on my Instagram. And like I said, there's a playlist of all of my journal pages if you'd like to check out more collages. So if you haven't already, give this video a like, thumbs up. It helps me and it helps my channel. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.